The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Glad to have you with us. Elliott T. Bauer Stadium in Huntsville, Texas, home of the Sam Houston Bearkats. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Florida International Panthers, facing a fellow Conference USA opponent, the Sam Houston Bearkats. Free A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Sam Houston's offense will have the ball first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
On the ground with the counter. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The Bearkats decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So FIU's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. All right, guys, let's talk about Florida International. Always nice to get a win on the recruiting trail. They feel like they did, landing a 3-star wide receiver, verbal commitment. They feel like that's the type of talent that can help a program at this level.
It's going to help their offense right away. I think one of the biggest reasons why he chose this program is because he felt he could get on the field right away and help them out. Bigger programs are out after him. He thought he might have to wait his turn elsewhere. Not the case here. Expect him to make some plays early on.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella needs nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
FIU set up with another 1st down. Back to throw, it's Jenkins. Grabbed behind the line, it's Owens. And he's almost to that 1st down marker. They're saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. The Panthers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Handoff from the gun. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
And the Panthers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wants to go up top on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They're going to test the right side with this one. Powers through the defender. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Give to the running back. There he goes. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7. The Panthers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Caught behind the line. It's Owens. Beck's going for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Florida International.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll try to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida International.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking to the big tight end. He's right downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's first down. Looking downfield, it's Watson. Makes the grab. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Bearcats come to the line in the hurry-up.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. We've reached the break. It's FIU with the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Porter. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth, man. 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. To the ground with the back. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Scanning the field, it's Jenkins. Sure hands, it's Stone. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And the Panthers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. The give to the lone running back. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Bringing the heat. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. FIU will line up to punt. Gets it out of there for the first time today and didn't see much of him in that loss a week ago. Called on just once. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Watson. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bearcats will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Back to pass on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Perry. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Payne.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage, and he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush, he didn't hurry, he took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The Panthers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll try to sneak it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Looking to throw, it's Watson. Oh, they're after him! And the defense, they've got him at the 27. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee.
And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The give on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Defense doing everything right on this drive. They started off in really good field position. They created negative plays, and they're going to get off the field here very, very quickly. That was about as good as you could do without taking the ball away.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Florida International offense is back on the field. And with the ball in a spot like this, David, they might try to get something on the board before the break.
Oh, great opportunity to be aggressive. Find those couple plays you like. Push the ball down the field. At least try to get a field goal here, Paul.
That's it, David. Just a couple of first downs here could be enough to steal 3 points before this half is over.
Looking to go up top and time's running out in the half. With the catch, it's Stone. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Good right down the boulevard. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Huntsville. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
Just about set to get this second half underway. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Throws for the tight end. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got room at the 35. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick pass on the fly motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
They punt it away on fourth down. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. On the ground, it's Porter.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Back to throw, it's Watson. It's complete on the right side. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. And the Bearcats headed quickly to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Backed up now, here's second and long.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They'll try to run for it. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short. And they decide to trot out the kicker. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll bring him to within 4.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there. And his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive. And now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Pulls it in, it's McNeil. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Really nice job by the quarterback, dropping back, understanding. He knew his wide receiver was going to drag across the middle of the field. Good timing, waiting for him to come open, hitting him with the strike.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. They get him down, but it's past the sticks, and it's a first down for FIU.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the first down.
And the Panthers will snap it on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Jenkins. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
FIU will line up to punt. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. Solid gain to get them out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it starts up. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Bearcats want to crank the tempo.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Trying play action. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he makes the catch at the 25. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
8 yards on the play. 2nd down coming up.
That's the end of the quarter, and FIU is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up.
Sam Houston.
One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking for a crease, it's Porter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
This poor quarterback has been running for his life. He has never been able to get his feet set, stare downfield, and try and pick this defense apart because he's constantly throwing with pressure in his face.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Nestled just inside that right upright. That brings him to within 1.
And this offense obviously wanted to take the lead, but they chip into the lead a little bit. Now they're going to need their defense. Just give me another opportunity. They only need a field goal in the 4th quarter. Nice job cutting into that lead.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. Think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Really nice job by the running back here in the 4th quarter, picking up that 1st down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot late in the game. They need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Leaves it with the running back. Turning it on! They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than's blocked, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Florida International.
FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The give to the tailback. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
You know, every running back thinks about the 100-yard barrier every time they take the field, and this guy, you know he's got it in his mind. He might be the only one in the stadium right now that knows he's got 97 yards rushing here in the 4th quarter. You know he is begging his coach just for one more carry to get that mark.
They'll try to run for it. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. the try is no good. And the lead remains at 1 after the miss.
Man, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more visible at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
The Bearcats will hustle to the line. Dropping back, it's Watson. Under fire. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they've put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. And still a 1-point game here, Jesse, and the offense would like to put something together.
No doubt, execution is going to be critical here, David, because with a 1-point lead, it just feels like the team that makes the fewest mistakes at this point of the game is going to win.
And it's nice to know that my defense just put a really good stop together, got me the ball back. Now it's go time. 4th quarter, I got to go make this happen.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. From the 22 on 1st and 10. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I know you took a loss on 1st down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against the defense that knows you're going to do it.
The Panthers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. On the run, it's Owens. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. Here we go. The give to the back. Brought down inside the 15, mark it at the 14-yard line. Now a 4th down decision to be made by this offense. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He slides that just inside the right upright. They push the lead to 4 here in the 4th.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Time's running out, Jesse. They're in a world of trouble, but as long as you've got a few ticks, there's a chance.
And they've got a quarterback, Dave. It's just going to have to come down to some good old-fashioned heroics, right? You can't take a sack.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Last chance coming up. Here's a hit. And that ball's free behind the line. Defense got it. They're on the run. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.